Have you ever wondered how much time you really have left? I know that sounds a little bit blunt, but bear with me for a moment. It's something many of us start to think about more as we age. We may not always admit it out loud, but we can't help but wonder, what will the next few years look like, and how long can I keep going? Now, here's the thing. You don't have to rely on just your age to figure this out. There are actually some surprising signs that can help predict how long you'll live. And the best part? Some of these signs are simple, everyday things that you can actually test for yourself. It's based on solid scientific research. The findings are from studies that have looked at the everyday habits and physical signs of aging. Some of these signs are so easy to check that you might not even think of them as important, but when you add them up, they could tell you a lot about your future. I'm not saying these signs are guarantees. After all, life is unpredictable, but they are clues, little hints that can tell you how your body is doing and whether there are any changes you could make to boost your chances of living a long and healthy life. And let me tell you, a lot of these signs are things we can work on starting today. So what are these signs? Well, let's dive into the first couple of them and see how they might already be showing up in your life. You may be surprised by how much they matter. First up, let's talk about your ability to stand up without using your hands. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But try it for a second. Can you sit on the floor, cross-legged, and then stand back up without using your hands or any other assistance? Take a moment to think about it. It's not just about flexibility or strength. It's a sign of balance and coordination. Being able to do this without struggle shows that your body is still functioning well and your muscles and joints are working together in a way that supports independence. If it's difficult for you, or if you have to use your hands, it might indicate that your body's systems aren't working as efficiently as they could. But the good news is this is something you can improve with practice. Regular movement, strength training, and stretching can all help you regain that balance and flexibility. And if you're not there yet, don't worry. Many people can improve this with some simple exercises, like squats or practicing getting up from the floor. Your body is incredibly resilient, and with time, it can bounce back. Now let's talk about walking speed. Have you noticed yourself walking slower than you used to? It might not be much at first, but over time, a gradual slowdown can be a sign of a bigger picture. Walking speed has actually been shown to correlate with overall health and longevity. If your walking speed is slowing down, it could be a sign that your muscles, joints, or cardiovascular health might need a little extra attention. The good news? Walking is one of the best things you can do for your health at any age. It strengthens your heart, boosts your mood, and keeps your body moving in a way that improves both balance and strength. If you've noticed your pace dropping, it might be time to focus on adding some extra steps to your day. Start slow, and over time you'll likely find that your speed picks back up and you'll be feeling a lot more energized. Take a moment and think about it. Can you easily stand up without help? How fast are you walking these days? These little signs, as simple as they may seem, can offer us some important insights into how we're aging. And they're not just about getting older, they're about staying strong, active, and independent for as long as possible. And remember, it's never too late to start working on these areas. In fact, the sooner you start, the better. As we continue, I'll share a few more signs that you might notice in yourself or others, but for now, I want you to take a moment and think about how you're doing. If standing up without using your hands or walking at a steady pace is challenging, that's okay. The important thing is recognizing that these things are within your control and you can improve them. So, have you noticed any changes? Think about your own experience and maybe share it with me in the comments. How are you feeling these days? Let's take this journey together, step by step. Now that we've touched on those first two signs, let's move forward and dive into some more that might give us insight into how long we might live and how healthy we really are. As we go through these, keep in mind that these are all things you can test out for yourself, and just like we talked about before, they can offer clues that can guide us toward a healthier, longer life. One of the next signs that can give us a peek into our future is grip strength. You may not realize it, but the strength in your hands can tell you a lot about your overall health. Try this. Take a moment to give something a firm squeeze. a stress ball, a towel, or even just your own hand. Can you grip it with strength, or does your hand feel weak or shaky? A weak grip is often linked to a decline in muscle mass and may even signal a greater risk for other health problems like heart disease or diabetes. It's one of those things you might not think about until it's pointed out, but it's a crucial indicator. But here's the good news. Grip strength is something you can work on, whether it's by using hand grips or just doing daily activities that require a bit more effort with your hands. You can improve it. The more you engage those muscles, the more you're strengthening them, and that can go a long way in helping you live not just longer, but better. I know it might seem like a small thing, but when we take care of the little things, it all adds up to something much bigger. Speaking of bigger things, let's talk about your ability to walk up and down stairs. Have you noticed how you handle stairs these days? Are you going up and down with ease, or do you find yourself pausing halfway, catching your breath, or even needing to hold the railing? This isn't just about the stairs themselves. It's about your cardiovascular health and your overall endurance. If climbing stairs is something you struggle with, it might indicate that your heart and lungs need a little extra care. Again, this is a sign that you can improve on. Regular exercise, even light walking or stair climbing, can help boost your stamina and heart health. The next time you're faced with a set of stairs, give it a try. How do you feel halfway up? Are you winded or out of breath? If so, that's a signal to focus more on your cardiovascular fitness. It doesn't take much, even just a little more movement each day can make a big difference. You'll notice improvements in your stamina, and before you know it, those stairs won't feel like such a challenge. Now, let's turn our attention to something that might not come up in casual conversations, but is an important sign of your overall health. Your ability to balance on one foot. Sounds strange, right? But stick with me for a moment. If you can balance on one foot for 10 seconds or more, it's a good sign that your muscles, bones, and coordination are all in good shape. Try it for yourself right now. Can you stand on one foot for 10 seconds without wobbling or feeling unsteady? If you can, that's a great sign of strength and balance. If not, it's something to work on. It's simple, but it makes a huge difference in your ability to stay independent as you age. Balance is incredibly important. It's what helps you stay steady when you're walking, getting out of bed, or moving around your home. The good news is, just like with the other signs, balance is something you can improve with practice. Exercises like Tai Chi, yoga, or even just standing on one foot for a few seconds a day can do wonders. Start with shorter times and then work your way up. You might be surprised at how quickly you start to see improvement. As you think about these signs, grip strength, stair climbing, and balance, I want you to consider how they show up in your daily life. They're not just abstract concepts. They're things you can notice, test, and improve. They're also clues about your health, about how well you're aging, and how much longer you might expect to enjoy an active, vibrant life. These are not things to be afraid of or discouraged by. They're opportunities to make small, manageable changes to improve your well-being, and the beauty of it is, these changes are completely within your control. So take a moment and reflect. How's your grip strength? Are you moving around easily? How's your balance? These are all indicators that we can pay attention to, and the good news is, every little step toward improving them can make a difference. And as we continue to explore more signs, I want you to remember that you're not alone in this. Many of us experience changes as we age, but that doesn't mean we can't take charge of our health and make the most of what we've got. As we continue this journey, there's one more sign I want to talk about, one that's often overlooked but carries a lot of weight when it comes to longevity: your social connections. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What does who I talk to have to do with how long I live? But hear me out. Studies have shown time and time again that staying socially engaged can actually help you live longer. It's not just about having a few people to chat with, it's about the depth of those relationships and how they support you. You might be someone who's naturally social, always staying in touch with friends and family, or maybe you're someone who's more private and prefers a smaller circle. No matter where you fall on that spectrum, the key here is staying connected in a way that feels meaningful to you. Social interactions are important for mental health, and having people around to share moments with can reduce stress, boost your mood, and even improve your immune system. If you find that you've started to feel more isolated or that you're spending less time with others, now might be a good time to consider ways to reconnect. It doesn't have to be grand gestures. Even small, consistent efforts like a phone call to an old friend, attending a community event, or simply taking part in local activities can make a huge difference. Being socially engaged doesn't just lift your spirits in the moment, it plays a significant role in your long-term health. The next sign that we can't ignore is your sleep. As we get older, our sleep patterns can change, but that doesn't mean we should accept poor sleep as a normal part of aging. The quality of your sleep matters deeply for your longevity. Are you sleeping through the night, or do you wake up multiple times? Are you feeling rested when you wake up, or do you often feel groggy and tired, even after a full night's sleep? Sleep is when your body does much of its repair work, and if you're not getting enough or not sleeping deeply, it can take a toll on your health over time. Good sleep hygiene is so important, and it's something we can all work on. Simple changes like keeping a regular bedtime, avoiding caffeine in the late afternoon, and creating a calming bedtime routine can go a long way. If you're not sleeping well, don't ignore it. It may be helpful to talk to your doctor or explore some natural remedies like herbal teas or relaxation exercises before bed. Sleep might seem like a small thing, but it has a huge impact on your overall health, from your immune system to your heart health and, yes, your longevity. And now, as we start to wrap up these signs, I want to leave you with one final thought. These aren't just signs of how long you'll live, they're signs of how well you're living. The good news is, none of these things are set in stone. You have the power to improve them. Whether it's your balance, your social life, your sleep, or even your strength, every small effort you put in can add up to something bigger. You don't have to make huge changes all at once. Start small and take it one step at a time. So how do you feel about these signs now? Have you noticed any changes in yourself? Have any of them surprised you or made you think, I can do something about that? I want you to know that it's never too late to start taking action. Whether you've been noticing a few of these things already or they're completely new to you, there's always room to improve. You don't have to be perfect, you just need to take the first step. And remember, longevity isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. So let's keep moving forward together. You've got this, and I believe in you. If you found these signs helpful, if you've been thinking about them, share your thoughts with me in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you're doing, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more helpful content. Together, we can all continue living our best lives no matter our age. Keep taking care of yourself, and remember, it's not about how long you live, but how well you live.